This week on the Discover UMB show, the man behind the camera is revealed.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 9 of the Discover UMB show. My name is Curtis.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm a little cold. Do you want to film inside today?
Let's go.
All right. Much better. So we're going to fill you in on all the great things that are happening at UMB over the past week. We're going to answer some of your questions that you have that you've submitted. We actually have Sam here. She's a current UMB student. She's going to help us answer those questions. But first we want to tell you we're actually filming inside Sir Howard Douglas Hall here on the Fredericton campus. It was built in 1829 and is Canada's oldest university building that's still in use. And actually when the university started, this was UMB. All the classes took place here. Students were actually housed here. Today it's actually, it houses our registrar, admissions office, and it's actually the home of our campus tour. So if you come on a campus tour, this is probably where you'll meet your tour guide. And actually I want to show you something really cool. Come on this way. So this is the chapel within the Sir Howard Douglas Hall, and you can see that the students have actually engraved their names on the top of the pews. And what's really neat is that some of them actually have the year next to their name. They have literally made their mark on UMB. The oldest one I have found is from 1918, but I challenge you, when you come on your campus tour, to see the oldest one you can actually find.
All right, everybody, so here's what's been going on our campuses. Last weekend was UFC 193, and our folks living in residence on our St. John campus came together to watch the event, which featured Ronda Rousey and Holly Holmes. So, new bantamweight champion. Living in residence is a great chance to come together to watch events like this, whether you love sports like I do, or if you're not really into them like Curtis over here. Yeah.
And speaking of sports, last weekend our UMB Ironman rugby team won the Maritime Championship, so congratulations, guys.
Really cool initiative coming from UMB is Green UMB, Earth Day Every Day. So we have an online platform that you can use to keep track of your different green initiatives. It can be anything from donating clothes, buying local produce, to turning off the lights when you're not in the room. So the idea behind the event is a small step can make a huge impact on our environment. So great idea, UMB.
And this week is actually Global Entrepreneurship Week at UMB. And for those who don't know, last year we were named Canada's most entrepreneurial university by Startup Canada. So as part of the week, we have some lunch and learn sessions. One of them was about starting your own business, where students could actually attend and talk to young alumni who have done just that, such as Philip Curley, who started Hotspot Parking, Kaylee Reed from Wear Your Label, and Josh Ogden from Castaway Golf.
We got a huge shout out this week from BuzzFeed. So they ranked us number 2 for the prettiest campus in Canada. So thanks BuzzFeed for making us feel just a little bit extra special.
And if you would like to see that second prettiest school in Canada yourself, we encourage you to book a campus tour. It's a great way to see if UMB is the right school for you. We'll take you on a personalized campus tour. You'll be able to sit on a class, meet professors, have lunch in our dining hall, and you can actually have your application assessed while you're on the tour, so that's pretty cool. Okay, time to answer some of the questions you've submitted. We have a current student, Sam, here to help us answer some of those questions. And Sam, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. I'm a third-year business student here at the University of New Brunswick. I'm originally from Moncton, New Brunswick. I'm also the president of the Business Administration Society here on campus, as well as the student coordinator for the faculty. So I'm in charge of a lot of the first-year things that go on here. And I'm also a TA for a prof.
Perfect. So why did you choose to come to UMB?
I chose to come to UMB because I love the campus. I came here in the winter, and if I loved it in the winter, I knew I'd love it in the spring. As well as the business program here is really great, and I really knew I'd be able to shine here.
Perfect. So some students will have a hard time deciding what university is right for them. What kind of advice would you give to them to help them decide?
Definitely, if you feel comfortable on campus, it's definitely one of the it's more for you. If you don't like the campus and if you don't like the buildings, it makes it a lot harder to enjoy going to class.
So like seeing the campus in person? Or,
Yeah, definitely seeing the campus in person makes a huge difference.
Campus tour. Perfect. All right, we're gonna get into the questions. I'm gonna pull up my phone here, and we have not prepped Sam before this. She does not know what the questions are, so this should be a lot of fun. Okay. So the first question is from James on Facebook. What's the best residence to stay in for first-year students?
Definitely one of the quad residents. I was in Mackenzie House my second year. Phenomenal. It's like so much smaller, and you have this like little family. It's great. So definitely one of the quad residences. Like so, Neville Jones, Neil, Harrison, or Mackenzie.
Cool. And we tell students, I mean, it really doesn't matter what residence you get into. You're probably going to love it. Every person who has gone to whatever residence always says that residence is the best. So. All right, the next question is from Mackenzie on Twitter. I feel like we can both answer this, but I want to hear your answer first. Why should I lean towards UMB for university?
Because we're awesome.
Because we're awesome. Next question. Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll tell you that I think UMB, you should lean towards UMB because it's the right size. It's almost the perfect size. We have lots of resources for you, great athletic facilities, great support, lots of programs to choose from, but we're also not so big that we don't know who you are, that the profs won't know your name, that you won't have that personal relationship with faculty and staff. I would also say the cities that we're located in, Fredericton and St. John, they're great cities to be a student. A lot of students come to Fredericton and St. John. It's not just UMB in those cities, there's also other institutions there, so that would be my pitch to you, why you should lean towards UMB. Okay, and the final question is from Pamela on Facebook. What's the biggest challenge for first-year students at UMB?
I'd probably say it's adjusting to like the class size and the class format. And it also depends what program you're in as well. Like I have friends in sciences and engineering that really have a hard time adjusting to labs. But in business, I think a lot of our first years, they challenge with just adjusting to taking notes from the profs that kind of either talk fast or they use slides, but probably taking notes and adjusting to class would be the hardest thing.
Is it like a higher, faster pace, would you say?
I'd say so.
Okay.
It's same idea as going from grade 9 to grade 12 in high school. As you get up, it gets harder.
Yeah.
Same thing, so it's just one step up.
Could you explain what labs are, maybe if people don't know?
So, even though I've never taken on labs for science, labs for the science and engineering classes, it's doing pretty much experiments to put what you're learning in class into real use. So in chemistry, like chemistry labs, like seeing how different chemicals react with each other and things like that.
Cool. All right. Well, that is the end of our questions. So thanks so much for taking the time to come out and answer them.
No
Really
problem.
appreciate it.
So thank you so much to everyone who submitted questions for this week's episode. The winner of our swag bag this week is Pamela.
Congratulations, Pamela. You have won yourself a UMB string bag, a phone charger, UMB lip balm, a UMB pen, and a water bottle. So congratulations. And if you would like your question featured on the Discover UMB show, you can comment on below of this video or use the hashtag DiscoverUMB on Twitter or Instagram. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 9 of the Discover UMB show. My name is Curtis.
Sorry, okay, stop. I'm just really excited. I want to go inside.